guys, today we're going to be talking about who is responsible for appliances in a rental property. So, I really appreciate this question. If you've got a question like this you'd like to have me answer, I'll create a video for you and all my other amazing subscribers. All you've got to do is type it in the comments below. So appliances are technically not part of real property. You see, if you're going and getting a loan on a property, an FHA loan, FHA doesn't care if the house has a refrigerator or not. Funny enough, they do care that it has a stove. They don't care that it has a microwave, but if it does have a microwave, they also want to make sure that stove has a vent hood, which typically it's a microwave vent hood combo that's being installed on the property. They don't care if it has a dishwasher, as long as there's not a place for a dishwasher and it's missing. So most people put in a dishwasher, a microwave combo, which has the venting, and then they actually put in the range. That's what's required to go and get an FHA loan. Now, if you're talking about a fridge, that's not required. So it really comes down to, in a rental type property, is who owns those things. That's something to think about. So some tenants like their fridge and want to take their fridge. Other tenants don't want to deal with a fridge. My personal feeling is I do not want to be in the appliance business. And so I tell people all the time, I have appliances on the property, but I am not renting those to you. They're there for a convenience. And if they break down or if they don't work for any reason, I'm happy to come and remove them from the property, but they're not included in my rental amount. So if you want nicer ones, you want to rent some, you can go to a rent-a-center, you can buy your own, and when you leave, you can take those with you. But I don't want to be getting calls from people saying there's a problem with the appliances because it's one more thing that I need to fix. Now, in return for that, I rent my properties for a little less money than what the outgoing rents are. I typically rent my properties for $50 less than what monthly rents are. With that, I'm able to attract better tenants. And I typically keep my tenant in a property for multiple years. I've had tenants stay for 10 years. I've had tenants stay for 5 years. And my average is getting closer to 5 years with a tenant in the property. Why is that? Because I'm renting the property for a little less than what market is. Now, I'm still raising my rents, but when I raise my rent, I'm always raising it a little bit less than the market value. It's really good for me because I have less turnover, which is expensive, and in addition to that, I get lots of applicants, and I can pick the very best person out of those applicants to take care of my property. You see, when I think of rental properties, I think of giving someone the keys to a $500,000 or a $250,000 asset. And I say that, hey, here's the keys to a $250,000 property, $250,000 home. Why in the world should I give them to you? Are you going to take good care of it? What are you going to do to maintain it? Because I want to rent to people that have toolboxes. I want to rent to people that are going to take care of the property. I do not want to rent to people that want to call and think they're at the Marriott and they can call for room service anytime a repair or a problem happens. Now, part of that is I give them a discount and I encourage them to stay for a long time. In addition to that, I deal with these appliances differently, where in my contracts, and I explicitly tell them, if there's problems with the appliances, I will remove them, but I'm not going to fix them. But if you'd like to fix them, you're more than welcome to. What ends up happening in most cases, because they've gotten such a great discount, they're fixing the appliance or they're asking me to remove it. But in most cases, they take care of that. It's a minor repair. They're happy to have the convenience of it, and we move on with life. Now, that's not standard. I think in most places, the appliances are going to be covered by the landlord, but that's a decision that the landlord made when he created his lease agreements. He said, hey, I'll be responsible for these things. I'm just saying, I'm not going to be responsible for those things. We all know it up front. I'll give you a discount to make it worth your while to do that. It's better for me, and it's better for you. Again, I want convenience. I don't want to be dealing with phone calls, and I definitely don't want tenants that think they're at the Marriott and can call for anybody to come fix something at any point in time. So some things to be thinking about here when it comes to being a landlord and being a tenant. Obviously, if you're a tenant, you really want the landlord to take care of those things for you. If you're a landlord, you'd really like the tenant to take care of those things for you. If you have a problem in a lease, you really need to read your lease agreement and understand what it includes and what it doesn't include to make sure you're getting what you've agreed to and you're applying that. If you enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up button and also consider becoming a subscriber. Now, if you're thinking about getting into rental properties, I have a really cool rental calculator that'll help you know if you're making money or if it's going to be a losing money rental property, all you've got to do is text over your email address to 435-294-0433. Just text your email address over there. I have a blog on the complete guide to evaluating a potential rental property. I'm going to link it in the comments below so you can read that. It's a fantastic read. I also have a video on rental property reserves. It goes over how much money you need to keep in reserves. If you're considering getting into a rental property, or you already are, you're definitely going to want to check out that video. Otherwise, make it a very profitable day, and bye for now.